Morning. I'm Casey. This is Keystone Curiosity, where we talk about all things unique to the state of Pennsylvania. Today's episode is going to be about the ringing rocks of Southeast PA.
Welcome to Keystone Curiosity, where we explore the life, land, and culture of my beloved home state. Pennsylvania has something to offer everyone, and is living proof that the world is a beautiful place. You just need to take the time to find it. Located across Bucks and Montgomery counties, over a dozen diabase ringing boulder fields have been identified across southeast Pennsylvania and the Shadowlands east of the Delaware River.
Most of these are either on private property or have been destroyed due to urban development over the years, but there are still 3 sites available north of Philadelphia that remain open to the public.
Ringing Hill Park, Stony Garden, and Ringing Rocks County Park. Located in Upper Black Eddy by the Delaware River, in land that was originally acquired from the infamous Walking Purchase of 1737, lies the Ringing Rocks County Park. In 1895, Abel B. Herring, the president of the Union National Bank in Frenchtown, New Jersey, had purchased the 7-acre boulder field and the land surrounding it.
Herring wanted to preserve the rocks, even going so far as to deny an offer from a Belgian block manufacturer who wished to quarry the rocks.
On August 22, 1918, he solidified the preservation by donating the land to the Bucks County Historical Society. This would later be transferred to the county itself, who maintain and operate it as a county park. It has since expanded to the 129 acres it is today, which features a waterfall on a 30-minute walk from the parking lot. The largest of the 3 public sites is Stony Garden, also located in Bucks County on the northwest slope of Haycock Mountain. The garden is actually a series of disconnected boulder fields nearly a half a mile long. These fields were formed when the diabase earth crops out from the base of the mountain. The fields were purchased by the Commonwealth around 1920 as a part of the PA Game Lands Tract 157.
The garden is accessible via a hiking trail from State Game Land parking lot here on Stony Garden Road.
Ringing Hill Park, which is located 3 miles northeast of Pottstown in Montgomery County, was first identified in 1742 by road builders establishing a route to New Gosahoppen, which is modern-day Pennsburg. In 1894, the boulder field and the surrounding hillside was purchased by the incorporating Ringing Rocks Electric Railway Company. The company would establish a trolley service and an amusement park they would operate until 1932.
It was then purchased by Walter J. Wolfe, who would expand upon the park with the building of a roller rink in 1938.
The park would be sold again in 1957 to the Ringing Hill Fire Company, who still maintain and operate both the boulder field and the roller rink to this day.
But what exactly is it that makes them ring? As it turns out, this is a topic of some debate, but there are a few theories as to why this might be.
Size and shape play an effect on the sound produced, but are not the cause of the ringing. Iron content is often credited as the source, but a chemical analysis shows that the iron content sits at around 9 to 12%, which, while high for granite, is normal for the basalt which makes up the composition of the rocks. This suggests that the iron is not the primary factor of the ringing.
The most likely explanation actually stems from an informal study that was done at Rutgers University back in the 1960s.
In this experiment, a saw was used to cut thin slices off of live rocks which rang, and dead rocks which had been from the same field but did not ring. The slices were then measured to detect changes in the size and shape. According to the study, the dead rocks showed no change, whereas the live rocks showed a distinct expansion after a 24-hour period. This indicates that the live rocks had been under compressive stress that was released by the cutting of the saw. The theory is that the stresses remained in the rock from when the fields were formed, and the slower weathering rate of the boulders in the center of the field keeps the stresses from dissipating. A likely source of these stresses originates from when the rocks were crystallized. The diabase rock forms somewhere between 1.2 and 1.9 miles beneath the surface. The overlaying rock creates extreme pressure, causing the stress. This effect can be seen in mines with depths over a mile, where sudden decompression is known to cause rock bursts.
Similar to how a blobfish looks like this on the surface, and this when it's in its natural environment 3,600 feet below the waves.
When the stresses are relieved, either through breaking or severe weathering, the rock becomes dead and no longer rings.
Whatever the actual cause of these melodious tunes, these rocks are a fascinating and fun adventure for the whole family. And being only an hour away from either Allentown or Philadelphia, this one-of-a-kind memory is an easy day trip away. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As per the usual, if you have any suggestions on where you'd like to see me go next, feel free to leave them in the comments below. In the meantime, hit that like and subscribe so that you can receive notifications about anything else in your Philadelphia area, as well as all across the state of Pennsylvania itself. In the meantime, you'll have a good one.